on the tour, we're going to do a full vehicle inspection. The first thing you want to do before you start anything is get the year, model, and VIN number of the vehicle, as well as how many miles it has, and tag, and the customer's license number. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to show you where the VIN is located. It's in the lower driver's side corner of the windshield. It's right there. You can also find it on the side of the door and other places throughout the vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out real quick. So once we do that, we're going to go ahead and go in the car and check all the interior lights, window motors, airbags, and other things. We're going to turn the key on the on position and go ahead and check that. As you can see, the front and rear lights are not working in the vehicle. The side window motors are working properly. Driver's windows working. Rear windows and passenger windows are not working, so we do have to inform the customer about that as well. Now that we have VIN number, mileage, tag number, we're going to head and check the lights, brake lights, and reverse lights. Reverse lights are working. Go ahead and do the brakes. Brake lights are working. Left signal light. Right. Alright, they're all functional. And turn your lights on. Alright, the tag lights are all working. Just making sure. We're going to go to the front and check running lights, our high beams and low beams, left signal light and right signal light. As you can see, they're all functional. So we'll put that here and continue our inspection throughout the vehicle. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and go inside the vehicle and check our wash fluid and windshield wiper operation. By doing that, you got to turn the ignition key to the off position, pull back. As you can see, the wash fluid is properly working and all the correct speeds are working as well. So we're going to go ahead and go to the front of the vehicle and inspect the windshield and windshield blades. We're going to lift up, feel to see if it has any crack or corrosion in it. And we're going to do the same thing as well to the other one. You also want to keep in mind, once you do this, you also want to check the windshield for any major scratches or as well as things. As you can see, there are probably a couple around here. And if so, you inform the customer depending if it's okay, maybe it requires attention further down, or it needs immediate help. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is check tire depth and pressure. So what we're going to do is come again, either into the owner's manual or the plaque right here, which specifies the amount of air needed, which is going to be 32. So we're going to go ahead and start with the left rear. We're going to check our air and our tire depth. Make sure you have a good reading on it, because if not, your reading is going to be incorrect. So the rear one will be at 30 PSI. As you can see, it's right about 9, so we're going to go ahead and record it. We also did the air on it. We're going to go ahead to the front left one and do the same procedure over again. This one was about 3, so the front left tire will need to be replaced. We're going to go ahead and check the air as well. About 32, so the air is good on it. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side and repeat the same.
That's what I was wondering is
About 35 as well. We're going to go ahead and check the tire depth. Give it a nice little tap. This is about 7. So further down the road, they will need to replace it, but it will be good for right now. I'm going to go ahead and go to the rear tire. Check the air. Air is good. We're going to also check the tire depth. It's at 4. So it does require service, and we will inform the customer about the things it has so they can replace it until it's repaired. Alright guys, now that we're done checking the tire depth and oil pressure and air pressure, we're going to go ahead and check all our reservoir and also check hoses for leaks and stuff like that. So we're going to start off with our reservoir fluid. As you can see, it's empty, so we're going to go ahead and jot that down. We're also going to check our power steering fluid. As you can see right here, it's on the low level, so we will have to refill that and inform the customer as well. We're going to do the radiator. It's nice and full. We're going to go ahead and run to brake master cylinder and check the see if the oil is white or clear or black. That will tell you if you have to flush and clean it out. Since this is a manual transmission car, it is going to have a separate pump for the clutch, and it's right here. You also have to check that and check the oil. This one is a little bit darker, as you can see, than your brake fluid. So further down the line, they will have to replace it and put new fluid in it. So you also have to think about that. On our next video, we're gonna go ahead and do that battery test and raise the vehicle up and check leaks and exhaust. Hey guys, so before we do the battery test, let me tell you about the belt. We always have to check the belt. Check if they're worn, cracked, and you can see if you come around, you can look at the inside. As you can see, this belt has a couple cracks in it, so it should be a concern to tell the customer about changing it. If you come around here, you can see right there where it's cracked. So we tell the customer about that. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the battery test. We always want to plug in our positive first, and then our negative. Make sure we have a good connection. All right. So voltmeter, 12 volt. Enter. Vehicle. We're gonna go ahead and put in vehicle. Enter. Top post. Since the posts are on top, if the posts were on the side, we'll put it right here. Enter. Automotive. Since it's a car. Okay. Code crank. You'll find this on a label on the battery. It'll be right here. Cold crank is 500 and cold start is 615. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. So we do 500. In order to get an actual result, you have to put exactly what's on the label. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Let's enter. It's testing. All right. So, battery current. Go ahead and press that real quick. All right. So the battery does need to be recharged, but it's at 12.28 volts, measured at 642 cranks. So all we have to do is just recharge the battery and it'll be all good. Alright, so now that we have all 4 tires dismantled, we're going to go ahead and check our brake pad depth. By doing so, we're going to use the right tool for it. We're going to go ahead and measure. The way you do this, you go ahead and put it flat out into the brake pad from the rotor to the brake pad. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And as you see, the yellow one's the right fit for it. It's not loose and it's the right depth for it. So we're gonna go ahead and jot that down, that it does need maintenance attention soon. We're also gonna check our rotor for if it's crystallized from the brake pad. We're also gonna do a visual inspection on our brake hoses, as well as our CV axles and our upper and lower ball joint. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and go to the back. Some cars do have front and rear brake pads, but in this case, this vehicle has rotors. The way we do this is it uses a 10mm bolt or 12. In this case, it was 10. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off. So as you can see, it has uneven wear on top. It has more meat than on the bottom, so this will have to be replaced. And once you before you put everything in, use brake cleaner, clean all the brake dust off, and put it back in. You also want to check your brake lines in the back and any like your shock boot and stuff like that. And then you go ahead and do the rest of the inspection throughout the vehicle. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off right here and start doing the visual inspection. First thing we will have to do is take this cover off, but for now we're gonna go ahead and keep going. Right off the bat, you can notice there's oil leaking from the oil filter, as you can see. So we do have to inform the customer about that. Also, right here on your downpipe, the heat shield is missing, as well as the cover is broken right here. We're also going to look at our motor mounts, transmission mounts, to see if they're worn and torn, and inform the customer about it. We're also going to inspect the fuel lines and brake lines, as well as our lower control arm and stabilizer links. We're going to go ahead and move towards the back of the vehicle, inspecting the exhaust, make sure there's no cracks or torn gas things. Okay. Once we get on the back, we're gonna check the fuel tank, check the stabilizer links, bushings, lower control arm, and see if there's any leaks. Also check your e-brake or emergency brake, ABS sensors, and that'll be all. After that, we're gonna lower the vehicle, put the tires on it, and torque it right back up. In addition, if the car is like a truck or something, it's gonna have a differential, so you also want to check your differential and check for leaks and stuff like that. Another thing, when doing a vehicle inspection, you also want to check for bent rims or stripped lug nuts, as well as your studs. So that'll be all for right now. We'll finish filling out the work order and return the car to the customer.